Yeah, today we are bringing you another topic. What is seen in a woman? What makes you a woman? Most times, there are things you are expected to have. There are qualities you should have as a woman. Now, let me remind you of something. Character should be preferred above every other qualities of a good woman. Your character is who you are, and not the cream you use. It's not the makeup and the amounts of jewelry you use. How do you talk? How do you express yourself? Who are you? How do you treat your family? How do you treat your husband? What do people think of you? What radiates out of your life? So, listen to this message. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be bringing you more interesting topics every time. Our priority is building a quality woman. So as you listen, remain blessed.
Look at 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9, because we're interpreting scriptures here. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, modest, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly apparel. Again, we must not stretch it to mean that women cannot wear gold. That's not what he's saying, because once you stretch it, you have left the thought of the author. He's not saying women should not wear gold or look expensive or dress beautifully. No, that's not what he's saying. He is taking time to make you see that when it comes to dressing as a believer, you can wear your gold, wear your apparels, but the lesson there is that you should be adorned as a woman with good character. Your dress should not be more expensive than your character. Otherwise, your character will remove 90% of the cost of the dress and turn the dress to cheap okrika. Because no matter how beautiful a girl is, if her character is nasty, the moment the character shows, the beauty disappears. And no matter how ugly a girl is, for lack of a better expression, if she has good character, once she displays her character, the inward beauty overshadows the outward make. That's why you find that some girls are beautiful, nobody can marry them. And you find some girls that you consider to be ugly, men are fighting for them. Because a man does not live with beauty, he lives with character. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Believe me, that may be the hindrance to your getting married. Character is the most expensive commodity any girl can have, and any woman. You don't have character, you fight everybody, you quarrel with everybody, you abuse everybody, you have no respect. Even your elders are your juniors. You talk to people as if you are the coordinator general of the world. You don't have decency, you don't have decorum. You're all over the place. You go to a feast where they bring food, you are the first to collect. You're too forward. You won't have husband. Even if you have, you will sack him. You will pursue your husband. Anyway, it's not a marriage seminar. We're talking about dressing. We're talking about dressing. That's why when people want to get married, husband and wife, the moment they come to me for counseling, the first question I ask men, when I used to have the time for counseling, the first question I ask them, because now I don't have the time anymore, I have a team that does it. But when I used to do it, the first question I ask the lady, the moment they all say, I love him, I love her, we love ourselves, does this man look like somebody you can respect? First question. Look at him again. Look. And I will make sure she looks at him well. I say, look at him from head to leg. Does this man look like somebody you can respect? And I've had people came to my office after she looked and looked. She said, I told the man, fire on the mountain. If you cannot respect a man, you are not ready to marry him. See that? That's so important. That's so important. Because even though we are married as believers, there must be the coordinator of the house. And the man is the coordinator. The man takes responsibility for what happens in the house. It's so important. And that's why a girl should not marry a man that does not have location. Where do you live? Somewhere. Where is your house? Somewhere. Can we come to your house? No, not yet. You can't afford to live somewhere. So even the man has to be responsible. I'm not saying he should be rich. There's a difference between rich and responsible. They are not the same. But they are different. Rich, responsible, they are two different things. A man may not be rich but very responsible, and a man can be rich but very responsible. So wealth does not translate to responsibility. There are men that have money, their wife don't know their money, and the wife is suffering in the house, and the man has plenty of money and he's sharing his money for girls outside, but his wife is suffering. That's an irresponsible man. So money does not automatically make a man responsible. Am I talking here? Please listen to me, or I don't know who I'm talking to today. Very responsible man. His wife is suffering. He goes out to a restaurant and clean his mouth, clean it well, and come back looking like he has not eaten. Meanwhile, the wife hasn't eaten. Some men, their own stinginess is inherent. It's inside their blood. So again, character and responsibility are very critical in relationships. Teaching good. You know, we're teaching on why things happen the way they happen on the earth. So the lesson is for women to be adorned with good works as becoming women professing good godliness. Peter taught the same in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1 to 5. Likewise, you wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. Next verse. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Chaste conversation, lifestyle that has respect, decorum, lifestyle that has manners, whose adorning or decoration, let it not be the outward adorning of plaiting of hair, wearing of gold, or putting on of apparel. It's not saying you shouldn't have those things, but it said those things should not be the only thing you have, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit. A woman must be meek, and a woman must have a quiet spirit. Not that you and your husband are supposed to go for counseling. The moment you ask question, you subdue your husband, you do all the talking alone. When we ask the husband question, I say, wait, let me explain for him. You already show who is the husband in the house. Even if you have wiser ideas than your husband, be a fool for the purpose of leadership. Then in your folly, you exhibit your wisdom through him. He takes the credit, but his celebration is your own credit, that you're the one responsible for that glory. The Bible says a virtuous woman will make her husband to sit with the elders at the gate. So if a woman is virtuous, she brings respect to her husband. I'm teaching good here. Now that we want women liberation is anti-Bible. Did you see, let the wives be in subjection? See, subjection, liberation doesn't operate in subjection. Subjection means be subject, be submissive. I'm not talking about I just do anyhow I want to do. There's somebody in charge, and you knew it before you said he would be my husband. You didn't marry in the dream. That's why there's no spiritual husband. You married physically. You had the time to look at him. It's not after you marry you discover that when he's eating his mouth is full of noise. You saw it before you married, and you with all of that, you are still happy. Enjoy. It's your choice. Why are you laughing like that? Don't worry, I'll soon finish. The wife should be in subjection. That's not Old Testament. That's New Testament. That doesn't mean a woman cannot express herself. A husband is not supposed to dominate the wife beyond her being herself. No. A husband who does that is practicing witchcraft. He's a witch without flying. You must be able to create an enabling environment for your wife's potentials to find expression. And your wife should be able to be a million times better after marriage than when she was in her father's house. Because when she married you, she found her soulmate who gave her the support and the environment to fly. Very important. You don't marry a man and be reduced. You marry a man and increase. Two are better. So marriage is for betterment. It's not for minus. It's for a plus. See, I hear you. So brother Peter was not teaching against gold or apparel. His emphasis was on the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, conduct, which should be the enduring thing than outward appearance. Look at the way brother Paul will say it in 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of believers in word, in conversation, which includes dressing, lifestyle. Be an example of believers. No provocative dressing. No provocative dressing. You wear a dress as a lady, and if you mistakenly bend down to pick a pen, all your breast is outside. It's an ungodly dressing. The Spirit of God is not there. That's why there is no liberty. You are trying to bend down, you are doing like this, as if you are in bondage because you didn't wear the right dress for bending. You should be able to wear a dress where you can do like this, you can do like this, and nothing is displayed. That's liberty. So when you dress, look at the mirror and say, if I was going to go and meet Jesus, will he be happy to see me like this? If Jesus will not be happy, go and remove it. Go and remove that. Am I teaching good this morning? In the New Testament, we don't dress to kill, we dress to honor. We are not dressing to kill, we are dressing to honor Christ. Honor Christ. Or a skirt where even by mistake, if you just lift leg like this, you can complete it. I won't complete it for you. See the way I'm moving now? The liberty of the Spirit.